Check us out on Patreon, guys, where we're giving you the entire year now for $10.08. Over 100 videos worth of content for $10.08.
8 cents is just such a slap in the face.
Like 84 cents a month, I think is what it comes out to.
I haven't seen 84 cents in 15 years. Ever since penny candy.
So check us out on Patreon, guys. Hope to see you there.
The entire year.
What's up, guys? Your boys are back. I'm Ryan, my man, George.
What's shit, guys? How you living out there, man? Shout out to the free thinkers, man.
Yeah, man. So it's been a while, right? It's been a while. It's been 3 years, I think.
It's been a while. Right?
Since don't have me get that's my shit. But but last song we did from Jinjer
was 3 years ago.
Yeah,
3 years ago is what we just looked it up. I'm like, damn, it's been that long. And I was like,
I know astronomy, right?
I speak astronomy.
I speak astronomy. I'm sorry.
I streak too.
And Pisces. I think we did those kind of like
Pisces is one of the funniest videos.
Yeah, man.
that video, to this day, man, I laugh at that video, man. That video is hilarious. A lot of people love. That's actually a lot of people's favorite video.
Yeah, man.
Lost to Vegas. It's a funny video. We were legitimately completely caught off guard by that, man. And things have changed, right? You know, our ears have gotten used to it. We've kind of heard different extreme forms of metal at this point, so nothing can really throw us off at this. Well, I don't know about nothing, but it's harder to shock us at this point, man. We've listened to a lot of metal in our day here, man. So we're gonna do Vortex.
Yeah, new album, right?
Coming out. I don't know if they have an album that released or.
I think it came out. Let me click here real quick. Actually, no. August 27th is when it's coming out.
Oh,
this year.
Cool.
So,
right on time, man.
Yeah,
For that
man.
little promo, unintentional, but because we just knew we needed to get back to them. We kind of put a sheet together to see what bands that we needed to get back to, and then Jinjer just kind of came up in the equation. We were like, oh, we rock with Jinjer, Tati in the game, man. You know what I'm saying? So one of those extreme bands that have sort of a palatability. You know what I'm saying? A palatable band.
Big time.
So let's see what's up, man. It's been a while. Let's get into it. Jinjer, Vortex. Drumming.
Like a lunatic, frantic.
Man, bring that back. Bring that. Yeah, I'm about to say, bring that back.
Drumming? Does he have like jazz? Is he biracial? No,
man, that caught me off guard because I thought it was gonna be more of a build-up before they kind of got into it. But even the guitar work, it almost had like a echo or something,
sustain or whatever you
want to call it. But I love the way that sound. And then that motherfucker came in.
That was nasty. The drumming in this. Shout out to who's the drummer? I thought it was Eugene. You know what I'm saying? Because from what we were looking at earlier. But let's go back here. But the drummer that I looked at that said Eugene earlier had hair. No disrespect to the drummer. No disrespect. I was like, I don't think that's him. But then again, maybe he went to the east with it. I think it's Eugene, but I shout out to the drummer. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to him, man, because that to me, yes, the lingering sustaining that guitar and the tone that guitar is in was really nice. But the way the drumming came in,
so they're coming out like fire. I wasn't ready for that. I thought it was gonna be a little bit more of a build up. But hey, you know what? Let's run it back and then keep it going.
That was some slick. When I say slick, though, like when I use that word slick, that really embodies slick. The way that he was playing them, man.
You gotta have that cymbal work though. That cymbal work is crazy too.
Like a lunatic, frantic. The man in the room looks so dramatic with an attitude on his right foot. The spiral traffic feels too dramatic. The man is wandering around. Where's the way out he never found? And inside, there's a bullet of land. It's rolling and rounding a oh, how heavy is the ball?
It's heavy too though. Hey, I was about to say, go ahead.
I was here. You going different directions.
Oh, okay.
Neither his nor another. You're almost ludicrous. Oh,
very interesting.
Yeah.
They're great musicians.
Go
though,
ahead,
man.
go ahead.
Yeah, they are very, very good musicians, man. Well, you know, it's funny. Like I was thinking about Jinjer, and I was saying that they're one of those bands where I feel like even if their music isn't something that I'm always gonna go back to and listen to all the time, because it may just be a taste thing for me. I can tell that they are really, really good at whatever it is that they do. They just
I agree with that.
are great high level musicians, and they've got a sort of a charismatic lead singer that has a great voice that has so much range, as we've discovered. And everyone, though, man, just what they were doing in there was very, very intricate. The dum 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 dum, but still somewhat
Whatever
having
time signature that was, and everybody been on point and polished.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. So and then but they also again it's something palatable about their sound. I mean, sometimes I think that there's certain points that they get to in a song where it becomes unpalatable. Like I feel like it's just I'm like, you're losing me a little bit. But they still have enough in there for me to really somewhat get into what it is that they're trying to do, man.
Yep.
They're a dope ass band.
They are. And yeah, you're right. We were going two different directions.
Yeah. I was like, I don't think
I was like,
yeah. Ryan was like, yeah, you about to say that? I was like, I don't think I'm gonna say what you're about to say. But go on. Yeah.
But I do agree with that. I think that's a really good point. What I was gonna say is this breakdown, if you want to call it a breakdown, but the heaviness that they're showing. To me, it's aggressive because I like a lot of aggression when it comes to metal and rock. I like the dirtiness and the long, nasty riffs and the drumming, and it has to have a grit to it for me to. I don't want to say it has to, so let me rephrase that. I like it when it has a lot of grit to it. That doesn't say it does. It has to have that, but I do like that a lot. So the point I'm trying to make with all this is they started off super slick. They started off almost on some hip hop drumming, R&B / alternative type of rock sound. That's what that beginning all sounded like to me. If you like hip hop, I think you would like the drumming in the beginning of that. If you like R&B, you're
like
gonna
jazz.
You like jazz, you're gonna like that. If you like alternative, you're gonna like that. So I felt like the beginning had a lot of palatable offerings, right?
Yeah. Yep.
And then they went into the bag to show you the versatility.
In the extreme.
That I can get busy too.
Yeah.
I can give you that hardcore, aggressive, and just kind of turn it up.
Yeah.
Which is something that the hardcore, well, I don't know about the hardcore, man. I'm gonna call myself a hardcore metal guy.
Yeah.
Something that Ryan, a hardcore metal dude now, likes. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I like that too.
Now.
Yeah, I like that too. So,
Yeah.
so I think that they're showing such versatility to go to with your point of
man.
the intricacy of how they're pulling off their musicianship. Fire. So I guess it was kind of in line.
Yeah, this is dope. In there. You brought it home at the end. Yeah, we in there. We ain't there, dog. Let's get back to it though, man. This is actually a very enjoyable listen so far, man.
It bends its spine to the very ground. Neither his nor another, burn almost running close. Oh, how heavy is his thought. In a half an hour or so, it crushed the floor.
I can't catch it.
That's so crazy. I don't know how she can do that, man. Change up so much. Yeah, this must be a musical vortex. That's what it seems like to me. Yeah. I can't even catch a beat right now. Yeah, they're playing their ass off.
Yeah, hold on, man.
Travel down this part of the coast. One more look through a beam.
And that's her right there on vocal voice, right?
Travel down.
Yes.
Falling
Almost like a shit that I can listen to.
Jinjer's cold, man.
Yeah, she is. Wow, this is hard right here, though.
They are cold-blooded.
Yeah, this right here, this pocket. Wow, that's crazy.
Yo, they are cold-blooded.
Yeah, they are though.
There's so much there's just so much in their style that I just inherently have grown to not like in terms of just certain elements in their music that like this. I always talk about like how a lot of new metal bands have this sort of springiness, their tone in their guitars, like that.
Yeah.
The springiness is what I call it. That just helps me. That just helps me describe.
What'd you call it before? A door stopper.
Door stopper. Right. And they use these elements in such a high level way that even I can't deny how great they are, man.
Yeah, dude.
There's just so much like the growling. You guys, I've never gotten into the realm of really being into growls. You know what I mean? I've learned to tolerate them a lot more these days. But even the way she growls and just the different dynamics that they do and just the placement of these the heaviness in the music.
Right.
The palatability of the song. She's got a great voice. She's
She
got
does,
great
man.
range.
She does.
Their transition game, their skills,
Yeah.
their intricacies in their music. I just think that they're cold-blooded. And this is not even a style of music that really even is something that I could see myself always going back to, but it is something about them, man. And I want to say one more thing.
Yo, go ahead.
When we were doing the Pisces reaction, I remember after we did the reaction, there were a few naysayers with Jinjer. They were like, oh yeah, they kind of went viral off of the whole voice thing, and whatever. People were just talking about that they were more of a viral band.
We call that haters.
Everybody's got haters. You know what I'm saying? If you ain't got haters, you ain't popping, man. Shout out
telling
to
you.
Anyways, but yeah, so I think that's kind of the tag that people were. Some people. I'm not saying that was a huge thing, but I did hear that. I heard rumblings of that in regards to Jinjer. So I don't know if they were getting the level of respect that I feel like they were due. But I think at this point, man, I haven't heard that. That's gotten real quiet with Jinjer. Oh, they're the band that all the YouTubers just all of a sudden started reacting to. I think that they have earned
Yeah, I think so too.
earn this spot.
That's a great point, man.
I really feel like they're
a great point.
making really good,
That's a great point.
good music, man.
Yep.
So they do this extreme shit in such a cool way, and they make it somewhat universal, man.
Yep.
It's fire, but still can satisfy, like you were saying earlier, man, satisfy those hardcore purist of it. It seems to me, fire.
You know, man, I agree with you with everything you just said. I thought that was an astute observation, my man.
Mm-hmm.
So I love that. One thing that I want to say, man, because there's so many things that I could say to piggyback off what you just said. But before I get into that, Tatiana, I think she might have had a cure for COVID, man, in her voice. in the strangest spot possible, I think she because the two just don't go together, right? She just sings so great, and then she growls so great. And it almost sounds like, and I don't know if you heard. Yeah, and I don't know if you guys heard me over the music. It sounded like it was two different people doing a duet of the same song.
Yeah.
And that versatility, man, it's like, man, it's just, you wouldn't think it would come from the same person, number one. And number two, especially someone that I'm talking like I know her, but she seems like she's a small frame person to be able to have such range and dynamic on each end of the spectrum when it comes to vocals. That's crazy. So that's why
she's
I
on
said
the Ronnie James Dio shit.
That's what I'm
man.
saying. That's
you know,
why
little person that with a big voice.
Take some of her DNA, man, and cure all this COVID shit, man. Look for it in the most unlikely spot. Is probably in her throat, man. It's in her possession. God. Yeah. I'm being stupid, guys. But the bottom line is, man, she is just cold at how she's able to manipulate her voice. But it's still from both extremes. She's doing it at a high level.
Yes.
She's great. Because I mean, I think there's a lot of people that could do multiple different things, but they may have a specialty I like when they do X, because when they do X, I like that the best.
You like that from them too,
Right.
yeah.
So, so I want to say that, and then piggybacking on the whole instrumentation and stuff like that. Yes, they lose me at times. I'm gonna be honest, but the way that they're able to pull it off, I think if you're new to this style of metal,
yes,
and you really don't have that, innate ability to like.
Or developed.
Yeah, to
palate,
like, to swallow like what, okay, I don't know if I can deal with this. But they give you it in little doses, right?
They give you breaks too.
Right.
Really nice breaks.
And then they show you the versatility in the transition game.
Yes. And let me ask you a question. Let me ask you a quick question. Remember what you just said, because I don't want to interrupt you, because I like what you're saying. For me, this is just me. I don't know if I've really paid attention to the band up until this point. On all the videos we've done.
That's a good point, man.
So have you, I'm not saying that we haven't said certain things about drumming and this and that, but I really feel like the band shined a lot in this for me. I don't know why that is.
I agree with that.
Do you think that that's happened with you?
I agree with that. Because especially when we talk about, when I think back on Pisces, I know that for sure. It was just all, I was like, man, her voice.
Her voice, yes, her voice, that.
Yeah.
And I speak astronomy. I still feel like it was about her voice.
Yeah.
And, I feel like the band really was impressing me, man. I was really honed in on what they were doing from the intricacy of what they were doing.
Yep.
And I just think that really impressed me with this song, man. I didn't expect that at all. I'm gonna keep it real.
Even if the song is not in the totality what you're gonna listen to, at least you get bits and pieces of it, and it kind of it gives you breadcrumbs into that realm of metal, so to speak, So, dude, you got to give props where props is due. I don't know if that's going to make my playlist because it's just a lot going on, but I am so impressed, and the parts that I did like about it, I loved.
Yeah.
I thought the beginning was crazy. That ending was
incredible.
crazy. Yeah, I love that.
It was incredible.
And
they understand moments.
Yeah, man.
I feel like they understand. I understand they call it dynamics or whatever, but they understand the again, when they're creating music, because I feel like this is a band I'm not going to put on my playlist, but I would pay to see live. Like I would love to go to their concert, but I'm here ever. I don't know if I'm ever going to play this in the car or just casually. I don't see it happening. But these moments at the end when it said boom, 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 hearing that live. And I know the crowd. Yeah. I know y'all would turn up, man. And the mosh pits is probably, I actually seen a video with them, I think, where they had a crazy mosh pit. I know it's crazy.
Yeah,
man.
I would assume so.
So they do this extreme metal thing very well, is the bottom line. They do this very well. I mean, I think extreme metal, I think sometimes it's just extreme for the sake of being extreme.
Yep.
But I feel like they understand musicality, you know what I mean? And understanding, how the transition and what's going to work live and what's going to work in terms of bringing more of a broader audience to their craft and still maintaining the respect from the core fans. I just think they kill it, man. Yeah. Salute.
Yeah, that was dope,
Salute
man.
to Jinjer, man. That's the end of the video. If you guys enjoyed that, please hit the like button. If you have subscribed, please subscribe. And also, guys, check out our Patreon channel, man. If you're interested, it will allow you to get exclusive access to our content. The link for that will be in the description. I'm George. That's Ryan, Lost in Vegas.
We out.